know we're live on Facebook. Checking to see if I get anything here on, or I know we're live on YouTube. Let me see if we get anything on Facebook. All right, Eleni Zafaris is here, so I know we're good. All right, I am going to, in just a second, start walking through Discord. Just barely hear me. All right, let's see. I'm seeing my levels seem okay, but I could turn up a little bit. Is that a little better, Patty? And testing, just kind of making sure we got good audio volume here. All right. So, just keep commenting as you guys arrive. I'm going to walk through this, but I want to make sure we get people in before I start running with this. Angie Zikos, how are you? Good to see everyone here. All right, Christine's here, and you can hear me. Okay, good. Let me know if I'm blowing your ears out too, because I know the way this is set up, it can be a little loud. All right, so Discord. I'm going to dive right in. We are going to be using as a parish a new piece of software here. The reason I chose Discord, and I have a long document that I sent out to the parish email list. You're welcome to read it. It's like 3,500 words long, and it outlines all that went into my decision-making process here to kind of push the parish toward Discord. Discord, the real short of it, is that it's a social app that's being used regularly by people in the gaming community to communicate with one another, to create an actual community instead of just kind of having a social media presence where people can follow along. It's kind of one way. Discord is very much two-way. It's very much people interacting with one another. And my hope was that we could create a space that throughout the week our parish is alive and interactive and present there. And that, when I thought about the different problems we had with digital ministry, I realized some of them are, one, it's one way. I'm pushing emails out, Eugene's pushing emails out, you're hearing those emails, but you're not able to really respond to the whole group. And on the other hand, the issue I saw is that when we invite new people into the community, they have no way to go back and see what's been said before they got there. Our email might be, hey, here's this middle of the year Goya thing happening, and they're saying, well, wait, how did we get to this point? We have no way to give them the context. So Discord really brings everything together into one place, and without talking too much more about it abstractly, let me go ahead and show it off a little bit. This is our Discord app. I have a couple boxes up over it. So as you're looking at it, you're seeing right now a big purple box, a big green box. Those boxes, the purple and the green, are just to block out people's personal information. I don't want to put people's personal information out here on this live stream because it's not locked down. And one of the things that's really important to me about this Discord server is that we keep things locked down and safe. So you'll see here that purple box and the green box, they're blocking two things. When you look at where the purple box is, that's where the chat is actually happening, right? And where that green box is, you can see my name up here. Underneath the green box is where all the rest of our users are. So that's where you can see who's online right now. So you have this big box here with all the chat, and the box over here with our users, with the people here who are using Discord at this moment. This is a test account. So I'm going to take a step back for a second, and I'm going to say, you all got the email if you're on our parish list, and I will post it. I will post it here in the comments, I'm going to go ahead and copy this link and post it right here in the comments. We see here the Discord server. I'm going to post it on our YouTube comments too. Oh, Melissa Harner's here. She's on YouTube. All right. And in the YouTube comments, here we go. The way it works is you're going to click that link. And when you click that link, it's going to pull up a page here where you can launch, where it's going to, basically, it's going to give you a chance to sign up in your web browser. It's going to give you a chance to sign up for a Discord account. We don't run Discord at the parish. Discord is its own, it's like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. They run their own service. When you sign up, if you forget your password, you can't ask us, right? You can't reach out to us and say, hey, Deacon Nick, I forgot my password. You have to go through Discord, just like you would for Facebook. But when you sign up for a Discord account, you can then use that same link that you see up here at the top. You can use this link to go ahead and get on our church's server, right? So if I pull up our server again here, you can see that over here, this is where all of our servers are, and this is where all of your servers are if you sign up for different ones. If this is your first time using it, you're probably not going to be signed up for multiple servers. But over here, you see HTSN Church. That means that I'm on our church's server. Now I'm going to show you this is a test account. I'm going to show you my real account and show you what it looks like. All right, so when you pull up my real account, you can see I have more servers. I have the Orthodox Christian Fellowship server that we're working on right now. I have a Cincinnati Discord server that's a server that we use for the whole city of Cincinnati. These show you, down this side, shows you all the servers you participate in. But as I said before, for you new users, you're just going to have the one. You're just going to have HTSN Church. So this bar down here is going to be pretty much just that. Now, what would happen? What else might you see in this bar over here? You might see a direct message. If someone sends you a message. So I'm sending myself one right now. All of a sudden, you see here that this popped up. When I click, I'll see that there's a message from me to me. That's a direct message. That'll pop up here on the side too. All right, let's keep working through these bars on Discord. This second bar right here are the channels. Channels are like different chat rooms. So this is the announcement channel. You could see well, you can't really see all of them, and that's the point. You can't see everyone who's signed up, but there are a lot of people who've signed up. And then if I click over here on Introduce Yourself, this is one of the important steps to be added to our server. To be added to our server, you have to introduce yourself using your full name. The reason for that is that we don't want people who are not parishioners or people who are not part of our community just kind of jumping in and getting into the conversation. This is one of our layers of security, is you have to introduce yourself to the community. So go ahead and give as many details as you'd like. We need you to share your full name, because that's going to be the name we use on the server. We're not going to use nicknames or anything like that. We're all going to use real names. And that's, again, part of our mental process for security and safety, is that if we use our real names, we'll behave a little bit better on the internet. We'll be less likely to tear each other apart when we don't feel like we're hidden behind a mask. We'll be able to, really see one another. The other thing you need to do is I want you to read the rules before you introduce yourself. So you're going to introduce yourself, but I want you to read these rules too. We have rules that are set up on the server. Again, you can't see the purple box is there. Actually, what I can do, I can disable that. Now you can see our rules here. Our rules are an important part of signing up for Discord. I want everyone to make sure they read these rules. Because our server is going to depend on us really behaving ourselves and interacting in a loving way. Now, what happens once you've introduced yourself? Oh, I froze. Let's see. I didn't freeze on YouTube. I froze on Facebook. see. Because our server is going to be, it's going to depend on us. Anyone else who's on the video right now, anyone else, can you tell me if I'm frozen? Let's see, I didn't freeze on YouTube. Oh, no, Lenny, I think that's just you. Because I'm able to see it myself. And I got a couple other comments. So, I'm just going to keep running through here. And Lenny, the video will be there when you're done. So if you miss this, you'll be able to go back and watch it. What happens, as I go back to the thing here, what happens when I've introduced myself? Well, I'll show you. Once you introduce yourself, you're going to be given access to the full server. So you just saw a bunch of things pop up down the left side here. Things that weren't available before. Coffee hour, this is our general discussion Discord server, right? So this is going to be our place for just kind of talking about life. We have a whole bunch of conversation that's happened here already. We've got people, pets and plants, where parishioners can share their photos. This is a photo one. You see that little picture there. Down here you see ministries. We have our reading group that's already had some discussion here on Discord. We have our Bible study that will start to work here on Discord. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm clicking on the right spot here. We've got a Byzantine music channel where people can discuss Byzantine music and share resources they've found. Right? All these different channels down the side. So once you create your account, once you join the server, once you introduce yourself, you'll be able to access all the rest. Now, I will have to do that. So if you sign up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the reality is I'm not gonna be giving you access to the server until the next day. I am hand connecting our community. Once you've introduced yourself, I will go ahead and make that connection. So until I do that, you won't be able to see anything. So again, if you're really eager to do this and you do it at 2 a.m., unless I happen to be up feeding Tommy, which is a possibility, you won't be able to, you won't get access until the next day. All right? So now, what I want to ask are what are your questions? Because it's a pretty simple app once you get in, once you kind of make sense of what you're looking at. Again, your different channels, your different chat rooms, if you will, down the side. Your main text here in the middle, as you guys see. Your place for chatting and writing your message right here. Right? Adding GIFs, adding... you can add pictures and all sorts of other good stuff with that button. That all happens right here. So what questions do you all have, if any? And I will say, the best way to get used to Discord is by using it. The reality is, getting used to using this is going to be your best bet. All right, I'll take a few minutes. Let me check YouTube. No questions there. No questions on Facebook. I'm just going to give a few more minutes here where I'll be available if you guys have any questions. Actually, you know what? I'll show a couple things. As we talk here about Discord, what else is important to know? Well, let's talk about notifications. Because there's nothing worse. This is you can have this on your desktop computer, you can have this on your Mac, on your iPhone, your Android phone. It's available for all platforms. There's nothing worse than having something constantly badgering you. By default, the only thing we send out notifications for are when someone types it, or when, frankly, not the only people who can type this are administrators. But if I type in @everyone, you're going to get a notification on your phone. If I don't type that, you're not going to get notifications for any of these messages. However, let's say there's a topic you're really interested in. Let's say you're really interested in the reading group channel. You can right-click on reading group, You go to notification settings, and you can go to all messages. You see right here? And now you'll get notifications for every message sent there. Let's say there's one you're really not interested in. Even if they write at everyone, you just don't care at all about Hope and Joy. You don't have kids that age. It's just not something you're interested in. You can go to notification settings and go to nothing. You can also mute the channel so that you don't see anything from it. All right? So these are the channels down the side. Again, I see some parishioners rolling in right now. I see a lull in comments that we don't have anyone here commenting. So without any comments, without any questions, I'll wait another minute. But for those of you familiar with technology, it's a pretty easy service to use. Now, I'll say a few more things about Discord as a concept. As you heard me say before, we're going to be using this for all of our ministries. What do I mean by that? I mean that at the end of the day, our reading group, our Goya, there's a whole section you can't see here. Our youth sections are protected. If you are not youth protection trained, if you are not a minor or one of the youth in our parish, you can't even see those channels. But our Goya and our Sunday church school are going to be using Discord to communicate. Our Sunday church school teachers are going to communicate with each other and share resources here. We're going to be able to just have general conversation, and we're going to be adding to these channels too. This isn't where it ends. You're going to see more channels being added as the conversations get going and we realize, oh, we have a lot of people talking about XYZ topic. If our Philoto host decides they want a channel on here, we can have a channel for them. If our Mothers Club, I've already talked to some in the Mothers Club who would be interested, we could have the channel here for them. So instead of Facebook, we could have this chat available. Why Discord instead of just using Facebook? Well, one, some people don't like to create Facebook accounts. Two, Discord allows people to chat, and it's easier to keep track of than Facebook, where sometimes posts that don't get reactions get hidden. In Discord, everything's arranged chronologically. The conversation happens just like in a chat room, where one after the other you see what people have said. So that's just another one of the reasons we've chosen to go with Discord. For those of you who are in the business world, if you've used Slack, it'll look very familiar. It is similar to Slack, but one of the things I've been told, oh, that's a great question. Question from my dad. It's similar to Slack, it's just more social. Question, is there live video or just text? This is a fantastic question. Discord has text, it has audio chat rooms, which we'll look to use as we get more and more used to this. It also allows for one person to share video or screen sharing while the others are connected just by audio. This is another thing that I'm really interested in. I notice, and I've read articles about Zoom fatigue, that everyone having to get dressed up to go on video chat can be exhausting. The nice thing about audio chat is that you don't have to get dressed up to get on audio chat. I don't have to put on my collar to get on audio chat. Right? I can answer the phone at night. I can answer Discord audio. I can be in a Discord audio channel if I'm not sharing video without having to worry about that. So that's something we're able to do here, is jump in our voice channels. They're not really built out yet, but there are a lot of different ways we could use voice channels, especially if I think about live teaching sessions. You know, if I'm doing a reading group, it might make more sense for me to share my video so you can see me teach, but everyone else to just be connected by audio chat so that you can ask a question when you want to, and otherwise just listen in as we go. Any other questions? That was a good one. That was a good one. And I know I have to wait a second here because some of these take a little while to come through. Let's look back at YouTube. Still nothing there. We've got some users there. We've got some on Facebook. Let's see. right. We will have another one of these. We'll have another one of these videos in 2 weeks. That one, I figure if we have more people using it and getting used to it, we'll have more questions to answer. So, there are a ton of possibilities. Our church group meeting is going to be on here. Maids, daughters. That's really more up to the organization. So when you have organizations that are part of our community, there is space that, adding channels could be done. For groups like Maids, Daughters, AHEPA, etc., that's something, they'd have to run through the church office, just like the same way they would with like space in the church, like getting a room for things or getting on the calendar. The same thing would apply for getting groups onto Discord. So the groups that I have, control over, so to speak, I can add, and I already have added Goya, etc. OCF is another one. And Kathy, specifically to you, I know you have an interest in that right now. OCF, our chapters here are working on being pilots of a new national OCF Discord server that we're currently testing out. Our hope is that all of our OCFs would be able to get maybe onto one server so they can communicate with each other. And Melissa, there are tons of possibilities. Book studies, absolutely. So our reading group, right now, the way it is to that question, our reading group has at 7 o'clock on Mondays, we read through a book together. And then what this will allow is asynchronous responses throughout the week. So if you weren't able to attend the session where we actually read a chapter, you could read it yourself and you could toss out some questions that we could answer the next week. We could do text-only book studies. The options, like you said earlier, Melissa, the options are endless. We have so many good options for conducting ministry here on Discord in an asynchronous way. So we don't all have to be in the same place at the same time. Great questions. Any others? Yeah, and as we build this out, we're just going to find more and more ministry opportunities. I mean, it's going to be really important to have this. It's going to be really important to have this service as we go forward digitally. All right, I'm seeing some people hop in and introduce themselves. Well, I'm not hearing any other questions, so with that, I'll probably call it. If I'll give it maybe another 2 minutes here, see if anyone else asks anything, and then I'll go ahead and end the live stream here. I'm always available. I'm available here on Facebook. I'm available here. We got a YouTube user who is getting ignored here. So yeah, I'm available. Reach out to me individually if you're struggling to get onto the server. I'm seeing a good number of people here finding their way on. That makes me happy. Give Tommy a hug. I will definitely give Tommy a hug. Today was Tommy's first day with both mom and dad working. So that was a lot of fun. Joanne, my pleasure. Feel free to get signed up and signed on here. I'm loving seeing people starting to get onto the server. I'm seeing more and more every day. And I just know, I know we can do some great stuff here using Discord. Right. Well, with that said, I think I'm going to end it here. Good to have you all here. And again, comment on this video. If you watch it later and you have questions, I'll try to get to them as I can. Everyone take care. God bless.